The Formative Weekly rubric is used to capture your observations for each of your team members' courses. The Formative rubric includes the dashboard page. The dashboard is pre-populated for you by your dean each term. It provides a lot of information about each of your team members. There's a column for whether your faculty is new, which section they are teaching, last and first name, as well as email addresses. Each team member will have a corresponding tab at the bottom of the page. In order to access an individual tab, click on the tab below. On the individual tab, you will see the 5 elements which need to be scored. We have course setup, weekly announcement quality, weekly quality of discussion contributions, weekly timeliness of grading, weekly quality of assignment feedback, as well as an area for additional notes and comments. You will find an area for team lead notes, as well as an area for assistant dean notes. Formative scores are due each week and are based on the rubric information provided on your matrix. Comments are required for all scores, and it is important to ensure comments provide suggestions for improvement and align with each scoring value. These comments should be detailed enough to inform your weekly discussions with faculty. They must also be detailed enough for your dean to understand and act upon when appropriate. Review each element carefully and the description provided. The course setup is only scored once prior to term start. After term start, you will have only 4 areas to review, score, and comment for each faculty member. It's important to recognize the difference between each of the scoring values. The scoring values are located at the top of the page, and please remember to only use whole numbers and not decimals. 3 means distinguished. It is reserved for those who truly go above and beyond the required levels of proficient and include additional resources or behaviors that exceed expectations. 2 is proficient, which means expectations are being met. This is very good. Requirements have been achieved, however, not to the level of distinguished. There's nothing that goes above and beyond the expectations. A 1 is emerging. This means expectations have not been fully met. There is room for improvement, and supportive coaching, guidance, and additional resources should be provided to show where and how improvements can be made. A 0 means absent. Nothing was submitted or completed by the faculty member. Not applicable means this particular element was not required from this course. For example, not all courses utilize a weekly discussion board. If the discussion boards are not being used that week, the score you should enter should be not applicable. Going back to the dashboard page, remember this information is populated for you by your dean. There is nothing you will need to enter manually from this viewing dashboard. It simply provides you and your dean a snapshot of your team. Scores are color-coded for easy viewing, and there is also a field for team averages. These viewing tools are helpful for you and your dean to ensure your team is on track. This has been a review of the Formative Weekly Matrix.